All right, let's go ahead and jump right into this because I got stuff to do. I got things to do today. I'm a busy man. All right.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mus'ab Hassan Youssef, for those who don't know me, but I think most of you know who I am.
Order. Please allow the speaker to make a speech in silence. Please show courtesy to the speaker.
I am sentenced by my father to death. He made my blood allowed. Why? Because I reported on suicide bombing attacks that targeted civilians indiscriminately. This is my crime. And guess what? It is not a secret that you discovered. It was my initiative that I revealed myself to public of what I did because I am not ashamed of saving human lives. You should be ashamed for taking the side of terrorists.
Wow. Like I said, from the get, this just freaking pops off. First thing he says is that his dad, okay, the founder of Hamas, sentenced his own son to unalivement. Father of the Year award. Jeez, it's like it's ridiculous. And then he's trying to give his take on what everything that's been going on and calling out Hamas as it is a terrorist organization and the fallacy of what you see in the news media today. And I find it kind of laughable when you'll see people defending it. And it turns out, so homeboy right here, I later learned he is a Hamas sympathizer. Very interesting. Like father, like son. So, yeah, well, he's for saving lives, right? He doesn't want any more like ridiculous killing. So, I think that when you listen more to what he has to say, and then you'll see how ridiculous the chamber gets, you'll start to realize how far the UK has fallen. We're going to continue going.
Also, I am not going to apologize for reporting Hamas and for reporting terrorists. And know that we will fight anyone who takes the side of terrorists. Hamas is a terrorist organization in the UK, in the United States, in the European Union. And it's not up to you to decide. Sit down.
God. Damn! He said, bitch, sit down. I don't know who you think you are, but you sit your old ass down right now. Look at that man, dude. That's conviction. And that's what I don't understand is with Hamas sympathizers is you literally have the guy who defected, and he's telling the truth about it. And who are you to tell the guy that's was born in Palestine and was raised by the Hamas founder that he's wrong? Come on.
Now listen, only Sheikh Hassan Youssef has the authority and the power to pull the trigger. Not you, not him, not her. Only Sheikh Hassan Youssef, if he has the courage to point the gun at his oldest son and pull the trigger.
So, hold on. I got Arash Azizi saying, Zionist and truth never go together. Nobody lies more than a Zio. So, are you going to tell the guy that's a Palestinian, are you going to tell the Palestinian he's a liar? Are you going to, which actually he'll go on to say even more about that, to reflect more. Okay.
Anyone else who tried to do that will be dealt with differently. Now, how many of you sitting here want to teach me a lesson about morality? If you knew about October 7 attacks, any of you, raise your hands. If you had information about Hamas attack on October 7, would you report it to the authorities? If you do, raise your hand.
Notice
Sit
how like
down.
half of them don't answer.
Less than 5% in this room raised their hands that they would report a massive terrorist attack that targeted civilians.
Wait, you saying my best friends are from Palestine? Yeah, I'm not going to say that all Palestinians are bad, right? That was never the statement. In fact, I believe that there's a lot of innocent Palestinians that are oppressed by their own people, which is the Hamas. And now, Arash, are you going to tell me that October 7th didn't happen? Are you going to tell me that what they did was justified? Are you going to justify a slaughter? You want to be on that side of history?
Indiscriminately, that includes Arabs, Muslim, Jews, Christians, peaceful farming communities on October 7, ethnically cleansing 20 Jewish communities because of their ethnicity and because of their religion. What's happening in Gaza?
Okay, we got another claim. Bibi orchestrated October 7th. Do you have proof? Is it on record? Or is that your assumption and speculation because you hate the Jews?
Is not the same.
It's on record. Okay, can you send me that file? Can you show me where Bibi Netanyahu stated, we just allowed it. In fact, we wanted a lot of innocent people to die. Can you show me that? Where's that statement? We here in America are so anti-Zionism, but we love Jewish people. So do you know what Zionism is? Is the right to having basically having the right to land, to live, to exist, the right to exist. In fact, here, let's get the exact, because I always get the definition, but it's not what you think. Zionism. A movement for the reestablishment and now the development and protection of a Jewish nation in what is now Israel. It was established as a political organization in 1897 under Theodore Herzl and was later led by Chaim Weizmann. This was before they even got the Israel's land or granted it as their own state. So, is there anything wrong with this statement? Protection of a Jewish nation. Okay. For sure. Let's see. The early Zionists literally stated it was settler colonialism. Look up Jabotinsky. All right, I'll take one little quick look. Zev Jabotinsky, a Russian author and poet. Okay, what about him? That it was necessary for people to own private property in order to have liberty, which was part of his anti-materialist and anti-communist worldview. Despite the belief, he still promised that the Bourgeois regime that he wanted to take power in the Jewish state would eliminate poverty. Okay. What about it? You know how dumb it sounds saying a Jewish state? You know how dumb it sounds for saying a Palestinian state? Here's your Uno reverse card. All right, continue. All right, here's my thing. You guys really are debating the son of Hamas. You're debating him. It's okay,
because you are the one who's taken the side of terrorists, knowing exactly your rule, and you are enjoying it. But at some point, you will have to deal with the consequences because everything is recorded against you. Now, there come the Palestinians, the most pathetic people on planet Earth.
Shame! This guy, born in Palestine, calling the people of Palestine pathetic. Is he wrong for saying that? Don't we as Americans say the same thing? God, there's a lot of stupid Americans out here. Pathetic. Shame! Get out of here.
It's out of order.
Sit down.
This is where things get stupid because homeboy over here, Mr. Tubby, he calls that the speaker is out of order because he called the Palestinians pathetic.
The speaker is out of order. If the speaker when the chair is making a ruling, the speaker must remain seated. If the speaker repeats this again, I will have to ask them to leave.
They want to delegitimize someone who's born in that land.
A point of order has been raised. It is directed to the chair. A point of order has been raised. I have to hear the point of order. I have to hear the point of order.
Sit down.
Could I hear the point of order from the member? Order.
Sit down.
Order. It is not for you to tell a member to sit down. A point of order is directed to the chair.
Actually, if you, I got him with a perfect freeze frame. Actually, he's Arab, just like the Palestinians are Arab. Because way back, like we're talking in the hundreds of years, right? CE. During a lot of the Arab colonization that happened, all the foreign wars that were going on over there, slaughtering a lot of people. And if they didn't bow down, they were dead. We don't want to talk about that, like the Persians. Remember them? Yeah.
Sit down.
Order. Could I hear the point of order from the member for Senate Hall?
The speaker just insulted me personally.
Then get out.
Order.
The speaker just insulted me personally and insulted many Palestinians. And I asked him to be escorted out of the chamber in the same manner that a fellow student was escorted out of the chamber when she was alleged to have insulted.
Order. If this is repeated again, I'll have to ask the speaker to leave. The speaker was out of order. Please continue.
What? This is.
Look, they don't like what he's saying, so they try to silence him. Typical leftist behavior. If they don't rule in the favor that is in your beliefs, it's shut up. This guy will not take that, though. You can tell this guy's been through hell. As a guy who's been through hell, I can look at somebody and know that guy's been through it. And he's had enough.
This house has been hijacked by Muslims.
Could I hear the point of order? Could I hear the point of order? Order. Could I hear the point of order? Please have a seat. The point of order is behind you.
What order?
Could I hear the point of order from the member?
What order?
Could I hear the point of order?
It's very funny to say that. It's not for
Order! Could I hear the point of order? Please state your point of order.
It stops my
Order! Could I please hear the point of order?
Listen,
The speaker made absolutely no reference to anyone in this chamber. He passed an opinion on his own people. Will he please be allowed to continue to debate, given how important his voice is in this conversation?
Order! I have made my ruling very clear.
What is your ruling? I did not insult anyone in the room.
Order! Could I hear the point of order?
Given that this is a speaker who, once invited by this union, was then attempts being made to prevent him from coming here to speak. And now we have seen that committed again. In the course of this speaker speaking, he has a right to freedom of speech, he has a right to speak in this chamber as an invited guest of this union. To order him out as a result of the opinion he has expressed on his own people brings this union into disrepute. It is a moment of shame for this chamber.
I have heard your point of order. I have made my ruling very clear. Could the Speaker please proceed without making any disparaging references to any population? Please continue.
He called them pathetic. And you're saying, can you not say anything mean about the country that you're from? What? Hey, what's going on, Brent?
They want to delegitimize my right to exist because I oppose their violent ideology. Then they want to cry day and night of a victim. Please sit down.
I have to hear the point of order.
Insulting Zionists, Israelis, Israel being a nationality.
I've heard the point of order.
Yeah, that's another point, is they got mad about him saying that Palestinians were pathetic, but all we've ever heard from the left is how bad Zionists are, and that they're terrible people, they're monsters, they're colonialists, they're colonizers, they're all this dumb rhetoric that you throw into the news to spur up all this hate towards a group of people. When, let me remind you what happened October 7th. Hamas not only just infiltrated through the border on foot, in vehicles, and also through air, parachuting in a lot of areas, especially the music festival, where not only was it Jewish people, Muslims were slaughtered, Christians were slaughtered, Jewish were slaughtered. You had so many people, so many different groups of people. Some were American, some were from Israel, some were from the UK. Innocent people died. And then what happens? They run back, and then they play victim whenever Israel reacts with the response of, may I add, choosing specific areas with their bombs. I'm like trying to think, they're boom booms, trying to be TikTok friendly. But you're going to defend that, of course.
Stupid. You have seen a member being asked to leave the chamber before on a different side of the chamber. I have made sure that people from both sides of the chamber are allowed to make their speeches and that they're allowed to be heard. Could I please allow the speaker to finish without any further points of order?
Okay.
Please continue.
All the interruptions are not going to help the situation. You'll have to face the reality and the truth the way it is. I was born in that land. It's my birthright. And I was born, sit down. And I was born as an Arab. I was not born as Palestinian, like millions of Arab children. And the Palestinians have been pushing the Palestinian violent indoctrination based on false narrative of apartheid, colonialism, genocide, occupation. While Palestine never existed as a sovereign country, it never existed except as a colonial entity. And the joke on the Palestinians that they actually claim to be indigenous of the land, fighting against colonialism, while they choose a colonial entity as their national identity. How pathetic is that? I find it really unbelievable that the Palestinians continue spreading this lie and millions of people around the world are believing them. If you ask them, what is Palestine? Sit down. If you ask them, what is Palestine? They don't know how to answer. If you ask them, what makes a Palestinian Palestinian? They don't know how to answer. Stop, interrupt me, sit down. We heard you.
Stupid.
We heard you. Sit down. Stop, interrupt me. And listen. Now, their strategy, and this is what need to be discussed here on the floor tonight, is the use of human shield and the evil practice of sacrificing children for political and financial gain. This is the mastery of the Palestinians. This is what they've been doing. They want the children, the Arab children, to continue carrying the burden of their sick indoctrination for eternity. Then a bunch of people come here crying as victims or as the saviors of the Gaza children. And I tell them, who authorized you even to speak on behalf of the children of Gaza? If you want to dismantle the apartheid state, he wants to dismantle the apartheid state, and none of you paid attention of how dangerous that. This means he wants to dismantle the state of Israel. This is what he wants to do. And that means the ethnic cleansing of the only Jewish state. Don't interrupt me and listen. What he wants to wipe out a nation, the most...
So this is, for the people that are coming in new and don't know who this gentleman is, this is the son of Hamas. His name is Mossab Hassan Youssef. He is the son of the founder of the terrorist organization Hamas, that is basically controlling everybody that's in Palestine, the ones that initiated the attack on October 7th in Israel. And he's been speaking out against him because, well, for one, whenever he reported out that there was a group of unaliver boom boom vests going to attack a certain location, he was the I guess the mole, right, and diverted that attack and saved a bunch of people. And then he told the CIA, and the CIA was able to help out with preventing more attacks and saving more lives. Now, he's at Oxford doing a debate about this situation and calling out the fallacies that a lot of the leftists go into support for free Palestine, pro Hamas, pro all this, right? And he's calling it out. And the people here don't like it, and they try to silence him. So, stay tuned.
The most ancient nation in the Middle East, the most authentic nation in the Middle East, the only Jewish state on the planet, and he wants from the children of Gaza to do the job on his behalf, on behalf of his political ambition. And I tell him, why don't you go carry a rifle and fight the apartheid state? Why the children of Gaza supposed to fight on your behalf and on behalf of your righteousness? You are not the savior. This is a very severe state of mental illness that you think that you are the savior of Gazan children, because you are not the savior. And all...
addressing the motion and not making personal statements against other speakers.
What do I mean by leftist? Do you know what a leftist is? The ones that are constantly out in the wild protesting things that they don't even know what they're protesting? Those ones? No kings protest. Didn't see a king anywhere. Oh, there's also the Pride March that's going on saying FDJ. There's anti-fascist rallies. There's all kinds, and they're out there saying that, oh, capitalists are bad, America bad, big orange man bad. Those leftists.
Now, they talk about genocide. Israel sent leaflets, millions of text messages. They've made phone calls. They gave safe passages to people to evacuate war zone. While Hamas embedded under schools, hospitals, they did not leave any sacred zone for the civilians to evacuate.
Is he not a leftist? No. He is the son of the founder of Hamas, and his own father called for him to be sentenced to unalivement because they called him a traitor because he was trying to protect people from being unalived. So they called him a traitor. His own father. Great guy.
Safety. Then they booby trap.
What do you mean, no, he isn't? What do you mean?
The entire area. And Israel had to send its foot soldiers to suffer additional casualty on the top of October 7, while they had the capacity to carpet bomb the entire Gaza Strip. If their intention, you never been to Gaza, you don't know what you're talking about, so sit down. After the war, what was the day? Where did you go?
Stupid.
After the war? After October 7?
Order. Can the speaker desist from addressing other members?
Exactly what Israel does.
Okay. Order. Can the speaker please be heard? Could I please ask the member from the Hall to desist?
You can sit down.
Please conclude your speech.
Israel did, for those who are here to listen, by the way, it's very, very important. And I will remind you at some point in the future, when we look back at this time of confusion and the push of the Palestinian violent indoctrination, they are going to hit a dead end eventually. But here, let me be a witness to history and to you. Israel did everything within their ability to minimize the civilian casualty in Gaza. While Hamas did everything in their ability to maximize the civilian casualty.
The speaker will be heard.
Hamas did everything within their ability to maximize the civilian casualty for political and financial gain, for global sympathy, and they succeeded of fooling so many people. But this is not going to change the reality on the ground, because Hamas does not care for the Arab children. Hamas does not care for the Jewish children. Arabs and Jews, yes, your insults can challenge or defy my truth. Arabs and Jews can get along. I have faith in that. Arabs, we are an ethnic group. We were way before Islam came to the region. We were way before the Palestinians came to the region. And by the way, the Palestinian history started in 1964 with the keffiyeh and the Palestinian flag. This is their heritage. That's all they have. And we are not Palestinians. We are Arabs. This is our language. This is our culture. And we will continue way after the Palestinian thugs who came to hijack our society with their sick indoctrination and victim narrative. The victim narrative. This is not representing who we are. We are resilient. We don't accept to be victims. Israel will be our strategic friend. And we will get along. Kurds, Jews, Arabs, Druze, and the rest of the region. And I hope that the Palestinians will know their place in history, nothing but a false identity. This is who they are, and this is how they are going to end.
Order.
So, for the people that are super against this guy, wait, what is going on here? And you believe this guy? Seriously? Yeah, I do. I believe whenever it's the guy that's from there and has been there and has lived the life, yeah. I'm going to believe that guy instead of, the media on what they think. No, I'm not going to sit there and believe immediately from the media. I'd rather get it straight from the mouth of the horse. He's actually extremely brave for what he's doing because he's got a hit out on him. He was a traitor to Hamas. And he's outwardly speaking out about it. He's been going everywhere talking about it. It's funny though, isn't it? You believe this guy? You believed Stormy Daniels? You believe the media? You understand the fallacy there? Same, but different.